An iconic brand in the state of California has decided to close an Oakland location. Do you think that it's coincidence that it happens to be in the Bay Area, in Oakland, where wokeness reigns supreme? Let's take a look at the statement that the company put out, and I'm going to zero in on one specific part of it that you guys likely will identify as I read this. From In-N-Out, we have made the decision to close our In-N-Out location in Oakland, California due to ongoing issues with crime. Despite taking repeated steps to create safer conditions, our customers and associates are regularly victimized by car break-ins, property damage, theft, and armed robberies. Our last day of business in Oakland will be Sunday, March 24th, 2024. We are grateful for the local community which has supported us for over 18 years, and we recognize that this closure negatively impacts our associates and their families. Additionally, this location remains a busy and profitable one for the company, but our top priority must be the safety and well-being of our customers and associates. We cannot ask them to visit or work in an unsafe environment. All affected associates will have the opportunity to transfer to a nearby In-N-Out location or alternatively receive a severance package. Now, what part of this should we zoom in on? Profitable, busy. That is the key here. That a company, and this is family run, this is not a multinational conglomerate, is willing to shut down a business that is yielding a good profit despite the headwinds that they are facing. And why do you think that they're doing so? Well, partly because Gavin Newsom has raised the minimum wage in California to, I think, $20 an hour in a virtue signal. This is definitely part of what may or may not be driving this decision, knowing that in the future they're likely going to be less profitable or are going to have to pass on the price rise to the consumer. But, of course, it's because of woke policies and Soros DA Pamela Price in charge of Alameda County, where Oakland is, who repeatedly allows criminals to be released without bail that has invoked systemic racism, aka diversity, inclusion, and equity, into the computational measure as to what she charges people with. In other words, if you're black, you're going to be given a much more lenient sentence than somebody who is white. This has actually been issued in various statements that she made that have been brought up. I made a video about it here. Back to the issue of In-N-Out. Again, profitable. They are willing to let go of that money that very few businesses would because they care about the safety of their associates, the safety of their customers, and it's just not worth it dealing with Oakland anymore. Now, do you think that the woke policies are working? Do you think that Democratic voters are going to learn their lesson and turn away from the leftists that are literally destroying their cities, their states, and our nation as a whole, that are racially dividing us over and over again with the intention of keeping the factions warring against each other while the elites go ahead and steal the money that our U.S. taxpayer honeypot, this giant honeypot that they are able to steal from, along with all the printed money that goes into assets and drives those prices up. Meanwhile, local youth are unable to purchase houses because of this. And In-N-Out is once again taking jobs from lower middle class people that In-N-Out has always paid more than minimum wage in an effort to keep good associates, I'm sure, in an effort to be fair. And they are taking their business and going home. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. That's exactly what an In-N-Out is doing. So, hey, wokies, do you think that your policies have worked out? How many times can we hit you over the freaking head and have you still bemoan the fact that Donald Trump is a racist or the Republicans are evil? Why do you think that this happens? Because the mainstream media has continually pummel them with this message. And when you hear something over and over and over again, and eventually you start believing it, because you can't believe that anybody would be so evil as to intentionally lie to you. But they are, because they are after the money and they are keeping you distracted with this. And this is the latest symptom of the destruction in the state of California by the woke, by the leftists, that are destroying the local business base wherever this is implemented. So my suggestion, if you want property values to maintain any semblance of something above zero within your city and state and woke culture, that you kick these people out and you start voting for law and order and for police. In and out leaving Oakland is very, very tasty to somebody that warned you all that this was going to be happening, and you kept putting on your earmuffs, put on your blinders, and said, no, 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 Newsom's great, the state is great. No, it's not. You guys are going downhill, and if you can't see the tsunami that is headed towards you at an increasingly rapid rate, then y'all deserve your fate. Please gain a semblance of sanity. Vote out the Democrats. You don't have to be a Republican, but you sure as hell can't vote D. Peace.